They have a lot of stupid people that vote in their primaries. They really do. I mean, I'm not. You're not supposed to say that, but it's obvious fact. And when stupid people vote, you know who they nominate? Other stupid people. And they have the Republicans have a problem. They got very low quality people that vote in their primaries, and they're producing predictably very low quality candidates. It's evident right in front of you.
It was really interesting when Hershel Walker came out and really released those series of videos where he was talking about his experiences growing up, where he was really condemning his father for lying and not having any principle, on top of the Republican Party and right-wingers.
I stayed silent as the atrocities committed against my mom were downplayed. I stayed silent when it came out that my father, Hershel Walker, had all these random kids across the country, none of whom he raised. And my favorite issue to talk about is father absence. Surprise, because it affected me. That's why I talk about it all the time, because it affected me. Family values, people. He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care about family values? I was silent, lie after lie after lie. The abortion card drops yesterday. It's literally his handwriting in the card. They say they have receipts, whatever. He gets on Twitter. He lies about it. Okay, I'm done. Done. Everything has been a lie.
In a lot of ways, my view of him shifted, in a sense that, what is he, like 22, 23? And, even though he's been out there, clout chasing and doing what he was doing, he's just a kid. And he, in fact, did go through some pretty difficult things at the hands of his father, Hershel Walker, who has raised a record amount of money after the abortion story came out, which really, really just goes into what we talk about here all the time, is the just glaring hypocrisy within the right wing in this country, within the Republican Party, so much to the point that it makes the Democrats look like they're always the ones to go with, even though we know the Democratic Party is steeped in issues. But, for Republicans to be vehemently going after women's rights right now, and then to not really care about the Hershel story, how can that not make you furious? How can it not?
This just exposes the massive, staggering humanity of conservative evangelicals. I'm not going to call these people Christians because I don't think they embrace very much of Christianity. He's got 4 different children by 4 different women that he beats. He has never seen his 4 kids. His child speaks out against him. And yet, because he doesn't want to expand health care to middle-class people or lower middle-class people, they're all going to be for him.
What principles do you really have? Again, the reversal of Roe v. Wade, that the more time goes on, and it's even been, shocking to me, because we knew that, okay, they reversed it. So the Republican states, they're going to throw these laws into effect. And as the weeks and months and years pile on, we're going to see these stories. But as these real stories come out, it still really gets to you. Man, people are really suffering because of these unelected people in the Supreme Court, but just more importantly, mainly because of the right-wing push that's going on in this country. And on top of all of it, it's the people who are in power, the people who have the resources and the means, they don't have to deal with any of this. They don't have to deal with the fallout. They're not worried about if they can take off work to travel to another state. They're not worried about getting arrested because they can do everything under the map. They can even leave the country and do something because they got friends in high places elsewhere. So again, the GOP is literally destroying people's lives actively, ambitiously, and right in our faces, not following the same rules.
He was part of murder, according to them. That's their view of it. Well, you can forgive people for murder. Maybe you can have 1 kid out of wedlock. Maybe you can ignore 1. 4? I don't think so. And there's just got to be a point where somebody says, this is enough. We just can't go here. And that's just the fact. But the good thing about this is just exposing hypocrisy everywhere.
We have to continue to mobilize. We can't allow ourselves to be defeated or to have a sense of despair. We absolutely can't, because these people are too animated for us to take a breath, for us to take a break, for us to take a nap. They're way too animated. They're too ambitious. They're too mission driven. And if we ask the Democrats to fight for us, we're not going to win. We have to take these Democrat seats. We have to put our people in office. We have to hold them accountable, and we have to up our efforts. Because again, the people on the other side are continuously upping their efforts, and in the process, they're destroying people's lives, and we can't sit back and allow for this to happen.